trust me when I tell you, I will lump all of you in to the same category. You are all evil. If you are the same political persuasion of the guy, the murderer who killed Charlie, you have a chance, you have an opportunity to say, you know what? I believe different things than him, but this I cannot condone. This is terrible. This is evil. This should never happen in this country. You all had a chance to do that, and you chose not to. You chose to laugh. Welcome back to Come and Take It. I wish that I were coming to you this week under better circumstances. Obviously, the entire nation is still reeling from the loss of Charlie Kirk and the traumatizing and brutal way in which he was taken from this earth. And what I really want you to walk away from all of this understanding is that society is breeding evil in multiple different places, online, on social media, but also in a lot of our public education systems, a lot of our higher education systems. And Texas is not immune from that, unfortunately. And so what I want to bring to you guys is some of the reaction on Texas higher education campuses after it was announced that Charlie Kirk had been shot and was dead. And by the way, I wanted to be clear here. I knew Charlie. Charlie was a good man, a far better person than I am. And the reaction from the left, the vitriol, the false, accusations, the misrepresentations of what Charlie was about and what his views were are just absolutely reprehensible. But when you look at how all of this came to be, I mean, how did we end up with a situation where this 22-year-old kid who went to a public university in Utah, who seemed to be, he came from a good family, he got a scholarship, he was very bright. How did someone like that come to hate so much? How did he come to hate someone with a differing opinion so much so that he thought that he would upend his entire life so that he could murder the person who he hated? How did we get to that point? And as I'm trying to analyze, how did we get here? I mean, this guy's like a baby, in my opinion, 22 years old. How did we get here? How are these young people feeling so much hate and intolerance towards someone with a differing opinion, so much so that they decide to climb on top of a building and shoot someone in the neck and kill them? How did we get here? And then I'm looking at all of these videos that I'm about to show you, this reaction from college campuses in the state of Texas, college campuses in the state of Texas. And I'm like, oh, it's no wonder we're at where we're at now. It's no wonder that Charlie was killed for his opposing views. It's no wonder there is so much hate in society because we are walking around sending our children to breeding grounds for hate and indoctrination and radical ideology. I mean, not me. This is a general we. I'm certainly not sending my children there. And honestly, every single month that passes by, there's a new story out. And I'm like, I don't think I could ever fathom sending my children to these higher education indoctrination camps. You're going to go into debt to send your children to hate people who don't believe the same as them? No, thank you. So obviously, there's a lot that's happened. But I want to start first over at UT Austin, where the news had just hit and someone went out into the streets and told people, hey, this is what just happened. What do you think about it? And here is what these students at UT Austin, here was their initial reaction to the news that someone had been potentially assassinated, but definitely shot in cold blood while he was trying to have a conversation at a public speaking event.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow, that's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
You know, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes.
Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So,
I mean, again, like, what reason do you have for continuing to send your children to these indoctrination camps? These would be their peers. This is who's going to higher education now. The callousness. It's really frightening. And then there was, you think UT Austin was alone. They weren't. Then there was Texas Tech. And Texas Tech University had a student by the name of, I believe it was Mary Catherine. And Mary Catherine recorded some of her peers, some of her classmates who were sharing the news that Charlie had just gotten shot. And the glee on their faces, the smiles that they wore, thinking about another human being potentially being assassinated it makes me sick to my stomach seeing all of this from all of these young people. I mean, these are people who are young. They have their entire lives ahead of them, and they are already choosing hate and evil.
Why are we cheering for someone getting shot? Like, no matter what political beliefs are, we should not be cheering that someone got shot. He has a family. We do. I value everyone's beliefs, but we should not be cheering as a class that someone got shot. He has a family. He has a family. He has a family. Yes, and who shot them? A transgender person.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Yes. It doesn't matter. You should not be cheering that someone got shot. What do you mean?
You just pointed out the fact that they were transgender. What about straight white?
Yes. You should not be cheering that someone got shot.
Just absolutely disgusting, right?
That's outrageous.
But you may think, well, that's just the students. You can't control the students. I mean, you know, it's not like there are terrible professors teaching these people. Oh, no, there are. My friend Beau French, who is the Tarrant County GOP chair, has been highlighting a lot of these professors or teaching assistants or just faculty at some of these colleges who have been either reposting or just posting organically their own disgusting feelings about the death of Charlie Kirk. But TCU included, it's just all of, none of them are immune from this. Okay. And then add to that, let's go back to UNT for a second. Someone posted in the Mean Green parents community. And of course, Mean Green is the UNT mascot. It's a pretty bad mascot, I guess. But she posted, "My daughter just texted and asked if it's okay for her to get up and leave a class because the TAs are laughing about Charlie Kirk being killed and said they haven't been this happy since Trump was shot. I'm not okay with this. I told her, yes, get up and leave. These people are ghouls, and they have taken over the public education system. These are terrible little communists." And I don't use that term lightly, but I don't know what else to call it. I haven't been this happy since Trump was shot. These people are ghouls. I've seen a lot of people out there who keep saying, well, it was just a lone person. It was just a lone gunman. Don't lump everyone in all together. Oh, no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lump every single one of you together who thinks it's funny that a man got shot and died because of his beliefs, because he had a different opinion, because he was a believer of Jesus Christ. Trust me when I tell you, I will lump all of you in to the same category. You are all evil. Because you have a chance. If you are the same political persuasion of the guy, the murderer who killed Charlie, you have a chance. You have an opportunity to say, you know what? I believe different things than him, but this I cannot condone. This is terrible. This is evil. This should never happen in this country. You all had a chance to do that, and you chose not to. You chose to laugh. You chose to mock his wife. You chose to take pleasure in the fact that this man left a wife and children to live on this earth for the rest of their days without him. And it didn't have to be that way. And you guys thought it was funny. So excuse me, while I don't take seriously the calls to not lump everyone in and the calls to unify. No, thank you. You may not want to be at war with a group of people. It may be uncomfortable to think about. There's a lot of people like, well, where do we go now? Is it civil war? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that it really doesn't matter if you think that you want to go to war if the other side has determined they are already at war with you. Really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter how you think about it. It doesn't matter if you want to do it or not. If the other side has decided to wage war on you, it really doesn't matter how you feel about it. And the fact of the matter is, there is a large chunk of these ghouls, these terrible people, these woke, radical, leftist communists who have infiltrated in the public education system. Let's go over to Texas Tech. There's enough love to go around in this episode of Come and Take It today. Let's go over to Texas Tech, where there are reports now that the student that you are about to see got expelled for behaving like a total evil lunatic, dancing and mocking this man wearing a MAGA hat after Charlie had gotten shot.
Your homie dead. Your homie dead. Your homie dead. He got shot in the head. Your homie dead.
Yeah, your homie dead.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you not put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace.
And I can
Just leave it alone. Please don't come after
Ma'am,
me.
you've been
I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice is very calm. You're calling me aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
No, we're not.
This is what you're sending your children to go be around. And you become your peers, right? Whoever you are around, whoever influences you, whatever behavior is around you, typically is the behavior that you find yourself becoming. That's just It's the way that it is, especially at that age. It's a very young, impressionable age. We're talking about what? Ages 18 to 22, 23? It's a very impressionable age. I remember my parents used to tell me all the time that you will become who you surround yourself with, so choose wisely. Well, you could have your children come from the most conservative home you could possibly imagine. You try to instill values in them. You try to instill morals in them. You send them to a public education system where they're indoctrinated. You give them all the devices. You don't, limit any of their time online. They grow up to be these online weirdos who go to public school. And then they end up growing up to assassinate political figures because of a difference of opinion. These people are learning nothing but hate and intolerance and how to be good little communists, how to hate this country, how to hate our freedoms, how to hate our freedom of speech. That's what these people are learning on these college campuses.
Hey folks, Chris Salcedo here. I've got something special for you, the Salcedo Storm podcast. As your friendly, liberty-loving Latino, I bring you a mix of engaging discussions to help us fight for our state and our conservative values. It's the perfect way to stay informed and engaged in what's happening around you. So, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the storm of information and entertainment coming your way. The Salcedo Storm podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Even in the state of Texas. Let me give you this. There was a survey that was just published from the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expressions. They're called FIRE for short, okay? And every Texas university surveyed earned a grade for free speech. They're ranking colleges. They're ranking colleges across the country for free speech. Every single Texas university surveyed earned a grade of D or F. So in a national survey, was just released. It was just released the day before Charlie Kirk was killed. A national survey that was just released from the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression ranked every single Texas university D or F in free speech in the state of Texas. That's what I'm saying. You think if you are in Texas, you're immune from all of this. You think if you're sending your children to Texas public universities, well, this is the great state of Texas. That stuff couldn't happen here. Think again. Let me give you these rankings. The one in the university in Texas who came up the best, the highest, was ranked number 42, University of Texas, El Paso. They still got a D. 47, Texas A&M, still got a D. 56, University of Texas, Arlington, still got a D. It gets worse from there. They did University of Texas San Antonio, SMU, Texas Tech, Texas State, University of Texas Austin, University of North Texas, University of Houston, Rice University, and UTD, University of Texas at Dallas. That was an F. So they rank from D, you go down to D-, and then a bunch of Fs starting at Texas Tech. We are in a crisis, guys. I don't know what else to call that except a crisis. This is terrifying. Where is the humanity? These people are, these kids are not learning it. And I understand you can't learn humanity all the time. You can't teach someone to be human. But you have to, what's being modeled for them? You think they might have a little bit of compassion if that might be modeled for them? You've got their TAs, you've got their professors out there who believe the exact same thing. You think it's a coincidence that they come out and think that way too? I don't. Stop sending your children to these indoctrination camps. It is turning them into evil communists. It is turning them into uncaring, intolerant, crazy people. I think I've given you enough documentation of that today. So, look, I understand we want the best for our children. I do too. I have children too. I'm not talking about something that I can't relate to. Okay? But if we can't even trust that these kids are going to have basic levels of human decency to just, not mock the death of a father and a husband for a differing opinion than them, we're in a lot of trouble. These are the next generation of doctors, of scientists, of CEOs, of people who actually are supposed to make a difference in this country, and they hate half of us. That's not going to end well. Please pay attention to where you're sending your children. Pay attention to what sort of things they're being indoctrinated with. Because we're in a lot of trouble, guys. I hate to end it on that, but I have to. I don't know what else to say. This is horrifying and embarrassing and humiliating coming from the state of Texas. It doesn't have to. The only college that I saw that gave some sort of a statement. There probably were more, but the only one that I saw was UNT, who told Texas Scorecard that the recent actions of a few of our community members regarding Mr. Kirk's death do not represent the values of our community. Students who violate the law or UNT Code of Student Conduct will be held accountable. So they're claiming that you must follow the Code of Conduct. I will believe that when I see it, and I would encourage every single Texas university to follow suit. You guys have a code of conduct for this very reason. Use it. Expect better and demand better. I just want to end this episode of Come and Take It, which, by the way, you can make sure you're subscribed over at Sara Gonzales Unfiltered on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button. I know this is you don't like the topic. I get it, but just hit the like button. It'll help us in the algorithm. I don't like the topic either. Comment. That will help us in the algorithm as well. But I'll leave you with this. I think that Charlie Kirk's death is going to make him shockingly more effective than he was in life. The tremendous response that I have seen in this state of Texas and across the country, it's been unparalleled. The amount of people going back to church, the amount of new Turning Point chapters that TPUSA has said that they have gotten requests for. I mean, it's incredible. It's unthinkable that Charlie, in his tragic death, could have such an influence. And so I hope that there is so much ground that we gain in the movement, because we really need it for the younger generation. They're in trouble, as you could see. Let's leave you with that silver lining. I appreciate all of you, and I hope that better news is ahead, and we'll see you next time on Come and Take It.